or adults on how you set up a checking account. So, and just to sum it up, the POW was the mechanism to bake the children in, and it gave us an opportunity to be that role model, gave the children an opportunity to participate, and it got them off the streets.
Right.
And rather for them to focus on gang activity, they were focusing on, hey, we got a game tomorrow. And I never coached a day in my life, but they were calling me coach, and I felt empowered.
Awesome.
And
that sounds like a... Well, you know, before we forget about it, you guys have an event that's coming up in July 2014 in Memphis, Tennessee. And share with us something about that, because that was one of the reasons I wanted to try and get you here so that we could talk about that, because we want as much publicity and as big of an outcome as we can get. My wife and I thoroughly enjoyed being a part of your citywide 3-on-3.
That was wonderful.
We thought that was awesome. And so we wanted to make sure that we continue the relationship and continue to work with you. So tell us about the next event that you've got. You've got a track and field and a backpack giveaway, is that right?
Yes, also Rogers and also Grandberry, they are the primary facilitators of this program.
All right.
One thing, like you're saying, school start back, we know a lot of kids not gonna have any school supply. And so what we try is back to sports again, put that sports together, be it basketball, track, or football, but this time it's track. You know, and we want to get a winner or something out of it. Even if you don't win, you still get a backpack.
Wow.
Just to show them, hey, the police department is trying to give back.
Absolutely.
Like you say, it's going to be out at Mount Moriah Station, out at Halley Stadium.
Yes.
Right by the Mount Moriah precinct. Like we're in the final stages before we get everything out.
Have you decided on a date yet?
July the 26th should be that date.
July 26th. And is it going to be all day?
All day. What we're going to do is start that morning about 8 o'clock up until 12 or 1 o'clock. In July, you know, it's starting to get hot.
Right.
And we're going to have some field events and some running events.
Okay.
So, like I said, we're in those stages. We're trying to finalize everything.
Do the young people have to pre-register, or do they just show up, or how do they do that?
What we're going to do, we're going to go out to community centers and any other place we can, and try to get them to sign up and register and sign hold harmless and stuff like that. It's from 9 to 17.
Awesome.
Age group 9 to 17.
And we go out in the community, recruit, give us an opportunity to engage the community and meet their family members as well. So, and we use the police officers in each ward at every precinct, and we have them to go out, hey, get some children, get 10 or 15 children in your community, in your ward, and see if they're interested in track, and we'll be giving out school supplies, that type of thing, and give us opportunity to meet their parents or the community at large. So that's, I mean, you're killing two birds with one stone that way. You're meeting and you're getting the children involved. Keep in mind though, this is also keeping the children out of delinquent activity.
Absolutely.
You know, and the idle mind, as they say, is the devil workshop. So we want to take care of that idle mind.
Yeah. Now, if someone wants to get in contact with you, what's the best way for them to get in contact with you?
They can call us at the COP office. It's area code 901-323-8199.
Okay.
That's 323-8199.
Okay.
And like we said, we'll be getting old flyers and out. You know, next week we're having a meeting Monday to try to narrow everything down, and we'll start putting those flyers out and start recruiting teams, or you know, like I said, we're going to even try to grab some of the AAU teams and bring them in. You know, just make it a big event.
Right, to make it competitive.
Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, we have Lieutenant Currie and we have Officer Grandberry of the Memphis Police Department, and we're talking about how teamwork with the community, along with our law enforcement community, how we can come together and make a positive difference. To get in contact with them about this upcoming program, many others, because they are through the year, you can reach them at 901-323-8199. I'd like to also invite everyone to go on to Facebook at Ricky Tucker, Coach Ricks, and to like us there, and to feel free to come on and let us know if you'd like to participate. And I would imagine the Memphis Police Department has a Facebook as well?
We're working on that now.
Okay.
We're
Well, you
working
can
on
funnel
that.
them through us, and we'll make sure to park them and load them onto the Facebook as it's updated. But if you would, and once again, I can be reached at 901-870-7492 or by email at rixinternational@msn.com. I'd like to kind of go back and talk a little bit more to you about the A's. As I said, Officer Grandberry, you mentioned about winners and winning. Is for all of the people that participate, I think everybody will win something, so you can't beat free.
Right.
You just can't beat free. So everyone that participates will actually receive a backpack, and everybody will be winners. We want to tell our audience how winning, it could be a great thing as long as you keep it in perspective. As we talk about winning with Coach Rick's winners, the first thing we want people to focus on is bringing their A game, being their best in all they do, whether in business, sports, at home, at church, wherever they are. And for us, that bring your A game is represented by academics. We want all of our young people to do well in school. Athletics, that is a vehicle, and it's been tried and true and proven here in the Memphis area through PAL, and we're going to put a plug for that. And Director Armstrong volunteered to work along with these guys because it's really, really valuable. We see that attitude. You know, it's been said, Grandberry, you've got someone in the family that has been involved in sports for just a number of years. And the thing that we say with sports or with anything is talent can get you there, but attitude keeps you there. And then your association. One of the biggest challenges that we see with our young people is they're associating with the wrong thing. And then the last is anchor. They're involved in some of the wrong places, and just really their mind just happens to be focusing on some of the wrong things. So once again, focusing on being their best, bringing their best, focusing on winning, and then focusing on being pals, if you will, with Memphis Police Department. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, we've got Lieutenant Currie here, we've got Officer Grandberry, and I can speak from personal experience. My wife, these guys are gentlemen, they're scholars, they are professionals, they're consummate professionals in what they do, and they keep giving back more and more and more to the community. I don't know where you guys find the energy. It's got to be buried somewhere deep in your hearts that you're not just focusing on law enforcement, but really giving back to the community. What's one of the things that really got you excited, Lieutenant Currie, just about being in law enforcement, or as well as being involved in the community the way that you do?
I had a love for people and a passion for people. I initially wanted to go to law school, and as a matter of fact, I'm probably the first male to graduate from generations of my family.
Wow.
I'm from Haywood County, that's farmers country. And I actually got an academic scholarship.
Awesome.
And I played freshman basketball at Haywood High School. I knew I was too short, but I had to hustle, but I got an academic scholarship.
Don't tell Spud Webb that.
But I learned a lot when I had coaches. Hey, learn, get all you can get, read, study, take your math very seriously. And I actually got an academic scholarship to Memphis State University at that particular time. That's how I ended up in Memphis.
Wow.
And in the military, with ROTC, some of the guys told me, hey man, you could get a check once a month if you join ROTC. So I joined ROTC, ended up getting a scholarship with ROTC and got a degree in military science.
Wow.
And I left and went to the military, and I actually got commissioned as an officer. And all that started with sports because my coach told me, man, study hard. My freshman coach in high school told me, study hard, get your grades, have a attitude as you mentioned, and people will see that you're trying, they will help you. And all along the way, there was someone there to help me because they saw that I was very serious about my education and I had a good attitude, and I didn't blame anybody for my shortcomings. So, and once I joined the police department, I needed more income because I had a child, before I graduated from college, and that child had to be taken care of.
Absolutely.
And my fraternity brother told me, hey, why don't you join the police department? And I joined, and the police department paid me a decent salary, gave me insurance to take care of my family, and I saw so many people in need, and I just fell in love. Man, you find yourself serving all the time. So I said I could not leave. I enjoyed the job. It was never boring. And where else can you go, or what job can you serve in, and you can come in contact with so many people that need your help so desperately.
Wow.
So I fell in love with it, and mainly because I want to serve.
You are as deep as you are broad, I tell you. Now, not only can you protect, but you got a lot of money, so I'm gonna come borrow some money from you. Somebody raised you right, I tell you. So, okay, so Officer Grandberry, your time. I need to see if I can borrow some money from you as well.
Oh, no.
So tell us about how you got involved, and what is it that just keeps you going? Because I tell you, you're like the Energizer Bunny. I don't see how you do it, man.
Well, it's family.
Yeah.
Just growing up, watching my sister, the things that she do. And once I went off to college, played basketball, ran track, and I had a coach. He told me, you're never gonna make the NBA. And I told him, I'm not trying to, but you may. But after I, graduated, and I always wanted to be a police officer or a coach. Together. I used to watch Clint Eastwood movies with my father.
Wow.
And that's clicked in the police side.
Yeah.
I always wanted to go to the military, which that's one regret that I have right today. And just joining the police department, I continue, like I said before, I continue that love for kids. And it was just a way. Like right now, this lady called me a school teacher all the time. I'm not a school teacher, I'm a police officer. She said, I don't see it in you.
Wow.
They tell me that all the time. But I take that, I'm gonna teach you, I'm gonna help you, and I also can fight crime. That's why I said, I know how to turn the light on and off now.
Absolutely.
I said, but dealing with kids is just a passion.
Yeah.
Especially when you see them going down the wrong road and you straighten them up and guide them the right way.
Right.
And they will look at police officers in a whole different, manner.
Well, this is really incredible because my wife has a saying that what's in the leader will show up in the team. And I can recall a conversation with now Director Armstrong some years ago, and I hope I'm not getting myself in trouble by saying this, but one of the things I saw in him, he said he absolutely loves children, and if he could do anything, it would be to work with children. So I can see that in the two of you, and I think he even went on to say that he'd love to be an educator. And I was trying to get in a stance so I could run away in case I said the wrong thing, but I said, no, I could see you as owning your own academy, and I can see that. And I could see, quite honestly, him having the resources in the two of you, and I'm sure all of the other folks that were like at the 3-on-3 and all of the other events that that we have going here. I knew it was going to happen. We got really wound up, a lot more questions to have answered, so we've got to make some arrangements so that somehow we capture some more footage so that we could share with people about some of the things that you're doing to actually catch you in the act of working with the young people and helping them out. Ladies and gentlemen, as we close out, we would like to share with you once again the value of really coming together with our law enforcement men and women that serve and protect us. And my wife and I travel a lot. We've traveled out of the country, and we don't take our safety for granted. So we, once again, as we close out, we want to thank the two of you, Lieutenant Currie and Officer Grandberry. And as we close, we do want to give a very special thanks to Director Armstrong for all that you do, Sergeant Macon